I also sent an email to the legal team of SHEIN Group and Dispute as well as merchant support. This another contact is another operator who trying to support me with my case. And it's funny how they told me that the official support is inside my platform's seller support, but yet they are still communicating with me external using the WhatsApp. So this is where very hard to detect which is legit and which one is not legit. So it's always nice to document them. According to this another operator, there's another seller who gets scammed as well by this person or whoever impersonate and took my 5% sales tax money. And here she keep telling me that I should have never trust the external, yet she's also external who's supporting me from SHEIN marketplace. And they are trying to emphasize of what happened to me. They even make a conclusions that maybe it is really is my previous operator, yet they seem to acknowledge that there is a discrepancy on my onboarding, the base of her response in our conversations. So I really thought that I have a strong case when I am trying to explain this and when I'm trying to share these documentations. Because then again, I am protecting my business and my integrity of what happened. I acted in good faith for them and, hoping that SHEIN platforms or e-commerce platform will protect the resellers and make sure that there will be no exploitations or there will be no any incident like this. But it could happen, and that's what she told me. It could happen. But yet you guys are not trying to help me to find resolutions, unfair resolutions of what happened. Instead, you guys are continue to reinforce me to pay the 5% sales tax that it's affected my operator, is affected my business, that the reason why I've lost and I cannot comply to the platform because of the discrepancy of on my onboarding, as I said. As even though you guys claim that yes, there's another incidence of this scam, still you guys are separating my case into for me to be in compliant into a 5% sales tax. And this is where I am more stressed out because despite of what happened to me, I sincerely expect that SHEIN will find and come out with the resolutions in a fair resolutions for the resellers. Because this incident is not due of my negligence. This is due from misleading way of the previous operator had made in my onboarding. Again, I am pointing out that the reason why I get by a scammer, it is because of the misleading onboarding process. And yes, you guys are not acknowledging that this is due to the negligence of your previous operator. Instead of emphasizing and helping your reseller to solve the issue and help her lessen her stress and financial burden, you guys stay quiet, and I understand that there is a process has to be made. And I am waiting for you guys to come back to me and offer me a fair resolutions. And I am not going to the lawyer yet. I am giving you guys a time. I am giving you guys the time that you guys need to understand and to solve the case as you guys needed it. But if you guys come with me with the resolutions to reinforce the sales tax, then I have to go and reinforce to the lawyer about this case. Because then again, I don't have the contract, and the contract has given to me later where I found out that I had been scammed. I will also include the basic contract that I have signed during that time. I went to the platform as well. I'm trying to find the contract. It doesn't load or anything. It's blank contract. So from my dashboard, I tried to open the contract. The contract is not appearing. And I will share to you guys what kind of contract I just have signed during my onboarding. So this explained better for you guys and easy to understand my case, because I am trying to help SHEIN Group in your case of how to understand what happened to me. Here I am, your reseller, is still trying to help you guys navigate of finding who's liable on what happened to me. But I also expected you guys to cooperate with me and help me through this financial burden that I'm experiencing because of the platform did not protect me during that time of where I needed the support. The communication gap is the reason why that scammers took place, and understand that I have no understanding of what's happening on the platforms during that times where 12 weeks of freeze, no support, no seller support on my dashboard. I tried to contact there, hi, hello there, no respond until December 30 of 2025, where I received the respond just to to actually take the remittance for my sales tax. And now I am just continue showing this evidence so that you guys can follow on my side, on my case, how can you find any fair resolutions to this. I wasn't putting down all your internal. I am just escalating this report so that I find a fair resolutions in terms of what happened to me, because still you guys holding my fund worth of 200,000, and I have made profit of 150,000, and you guys trying to reinforce me to pay that revenue of 150,000 to pay the 5% sales tax. I truly understand that. But again, my case, it shouldn't be separated of what happened to me, because again, the scammer took the 5% sales tax because I am compliant and I'm trying to solve a problem and follow the rule. That's what happened to me, guys. From my actions, I have faith in you guys that I'm doing the right instructions that is given to me by the operator, and I have no idea. She misled me through this, and here I am sharing that even that link is relevant to you guys. So it's just easier for me to keep sharing these videos and evidence of what's my case and how you guys be able to find and solve this in eternal SHEIN. Again, I am helping you guys. I'm not trying to ruin your name. Because then again, this is a different case. This has to do with internal process. And here is the seller contract that you guys asked me if I had this. No, I never had this contract from the very beginning. And I also want to enclose that contract. I'm looking for that contract so I can follow terms and conditions and compliance in the platform so I don't make mistake and I can avoid the scam and the process of a scamming. But yet there is none. And here I am still trying to be nice to your operator despite of not feeling being supported after Christmas, after New Year's and everything. I really do appreciate that you guys find something else in this case. And here she was telling me, and she's validating the hardship that happened to me because of the incident. Like, it's pretty obvious that, again, I was misled and that discrepancies in the platforms had brought me into losing a fund. And this is financial harm for me and emotionally harm, mentally harm for me, that I will need to actually make a legal actions. Again, I am waiting for you guys to do your internal investigations. I am hoping that you guys provide me a better resolutions and this will all be over. And I promise to protect your platforms and tell everybody that you guys had helped me through, and through this process I be very, very accountable kind of resellers for the market. And I am doing this in a legal way because, again, I am a Canadian business owner. I have to ensure that I have reported this incident because this is part of my operations and this is my business. By the time I have declared this to CRA, I want to make sure that I did plan of actions how to resolve what happened to me. And this is, if you guys are protecting the integrity of your platforms, I am also protecting the integrity of my business as well. Because again, people think I'm already I'm already committed to the scam and everything. And people think that you guys are scamming me. And in general, they will think that you guys are scamming me if you guys holding my fund without contract that given to me on the first place. And with a discrepancy and misleading way that lead me to losing money that to provide to pay for my 5% sales tax is because again of the discrepancies. I am not saying that the SHEIN brand made the scam. I am saying that it is happened that in a corporation, some other people misuse your name, some other people will try to ruin your brand, some other people will try to mislead other people that connected to your company, because it's a way of competitions in the real world. It is what it is. But again, I am committed to make negotiations in terms of this happen. I expect you guys to be accountable. I expect you guys to be supportive to your resellers and find other way to help me through this. Help me wait to release that money in your platforms. And by releasing that money in the platform, you guys prove me that you guys are not part of the scam that happened to me, and by there I can easily pay the sales tax you guys are mandatory to pay in United States. I really do understand, but again, I need your help to make this true for me. And also I'm continue to message you guys in a way that it's not really by attacking you, but also just finding way of how legal SHEIN group, dispute SHEIN group, or merchant SHEIN group can do better to assist the reseller who has been financially harmed by the misleading way of the previous operator. Again, I am not blaming you guys. I am here to seek resolutions in a fair manners. As a platforms and as your partner reseller, I expect fair. Given though so that it is the 5% sales is attached to mandatory, I understand that fact. But then again, I need to highlight that the reason why I lose that money, it is because of discrepancies of your onboarding. And when there is a discrepancies onboarding, no contract, no walking to policy, and no, this is going to be partly liable for SHEIN Group. Even though so, the previous operator has taken this kind of action, still part of your SHEIN Group. Though this operator tried to help me by, I try to offer, like, I can invest, if somebody can invest me to put that sales tax on my platform, then I can pay them. But this is something that desperately I'm taking to my head, that if it really is real platform, then they would actually come and help me. But for a platform who will just trying to hide what happened and keeping your integrity clean, despite the old evidence that I've been sharing to the public, it's not me making up of something. This is me sharing an experience, sharing an awareness, and sharing that there is always a resolutions in terms of big company and a small reseller. This would able to help you guys to prove the public that there always something in place when in terms of dispute, in terms of fraudulent. I should be walk into a fraudulent as well, so that I understand not to be scammed by any other fraud that claiming that they are branching. So it is very important for you guys to improve your strategy in terms of onboarding people, in terms of trusting your own operator not to manipulate the onboarding, yet you guys kind of fail on that process. And this is what I'm trying to explain. It's not your fault if you onboarded an internal SHEIN staff to help your reseller, but yet it is your liability to make sure that they comply into your employment in terms and agreement. And because you guys are trusting these people, and there is a big fund involved in terms of this. So you guys are telling me about what I share, about my videos, and so on and so forth. You guys cannot manipulate what I'm going to share in the public, because this is an evidence of proving that because of what happened on my onboarding, no information, no contract, is the reason why I fall into that scammer. It's not negligence, but again, there is no transparent and the platform telling me exactly what I needed to do and tells me how will I be able to comply and give me the document, the reading document, the written documents, how I can follow the platform's terms and conditions. I have no contract that I signed that I have to pay the 5% sales tax, but yet I comply. But unfortunately, it falls into a scammer hands, not into a platform's hands. So again, Shin, I do understand you guys, but also I'm your one of your compliant resellers here in Canada. I believe that I can help your market generate more sales and so on and so forth. But you also need to help me through this. I believe that my skills can contribute into your marketplace and help you guys improve your compliance, your onboarding. I can help how to navigate and make this proper. I can be someone that can help you guys in terms of credibility and in terms of ensuring that all your resellers are compliant and onboarded properly. Because after this incident, I've lost my trust in the platforms. That is the reason also why I'm doubting in the futures to give more investment to your platforms, because if you guys can't even secure my privacy and the communication has misled me into a scammer, it's really hard for me to give that trust to you guys. Is the only way is that make these fair resolutions to earn my trust again and prove to the society and prove to the public that you guys are doing things correctly. I need you guys to be transparent and compliance in terms of you guys doesn't need to accept that this is your fault, but just be fair. Just be fair in what my case is and what happened to me. And you guys don't need to claim that this is not your fault, okay? I am not saying that the SHEIN brand that you guys had misled the platform. I'm saying that the process of your onboarding and the person who is part of why the reason I lose that money is needed to be changed and improved. And by doing this, so because I lost money and this harmed me financially, I believe that dispute in legal way is the only way I can do this correctly. Again, I need your support, I need your help, and I'm waiting for you guys before I step onto legal law. I am waiting for you guys to just connect with me and tell me about your resolutions before I step into my lawyer. Because again, I need to step in and move to the lawyer process to make this legal, to protect my business, my operations, my credibility here in Canada. CRA will has to find these reviews, will have to find this evidence if I had taken a step forward to resolve this issue, which is I'm trying to do it, guys. This is legality. This is not something that I'm making up. And here is the seller's SHEIN, and this is approved SHEIN. This is the only contract that I have signed. And this is the contract that's it. And this is the contract that new operator have sent to me. And I never had this contract before. So please tell me if this is the legitimate contract that had been provided to all the resellers. From here, I will end up this report and I will continue to follow up even more. Again, I'm waiting for you guys, and I hope you guys come up with the fair solutions. Thank you.